Oh, we're live. Hey, what's up, everybody? Let's see if anybody joins us. I don't know. There's no. So usually there's somebody's waiting when I put up the live notice. It's been a while since we've done a live feed. It's been a while, and I just came off of doing one with boring reviews and had a lot of fun. And it was a good time. It was a good time. Nice guys, Nick and Gabe. I think they do a good job with their channel. And if you're not familiar with them, I'd go check them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about recap that live stream with boring reviews. I'm going to talk about Ramayan and I'm going to talk about Dharma. And I'll talk about those three things and then I'll read your questions and comments kind of as we go. So starting off with boring reviews, great time. I really enjoyed those guys. I think. Well, hello everybody. Sachin, Shruti, hello. One of the things that became very clear to me is when you introduce me and the Warrior Queen into something, we're opinionated. We're people say we're right wing, we're extremists, we're radicals. I wouldn't say that's necessarily the case. I think we're more of we see things right and wrong, and we have opinions about it. And sometimes, hello everybody, Sanji, Priya, hello. We have opinions about it, and when we say it, people get mad. And I felt bad for boring reviews because Zach, Shruti, hello, we're doing good, Shruti. When I was with boring reviews, I could see the haters showing up on their feed saying, "Don't ever work with him. This guy's this guy's that." And I felt bad for the guys because they're just starting their channel out and they don't need that. I don't, we're kind of built for criticism, so it doesn't bother me so much. I'm not really in this to be, um, you know, like, you know, I don't know. I'm not really in this to make a ton of money and become famous. I just like doing it. It's fun. Well, hello, Enchant. Um, so it was a great time. You can go check it out. I put it in my community, a link to it. It was a great time with the guys. Gabe is magical. Gabe has a magical quality to him, and hopefully, I didn't scare them off with the hate that showed up because they had a block a lot of people, that would come in and start spamming about what a hater I am, and I felt bad for the guys. But we had a good time. And we talked movies, and I think, what do you guys think? Should I tone down my opinion on videos, or should I just let it fly like I do on things? I'd like to know what you guys think. Go ahead and leave a comment in it. So that's kind of just the recap, if you will, of boring reviews. Good time. Now I want to talk about Ramyan. One of the things when I do, and this has come up in comments a little bit, when I do a review, is if you think about your computer screen, I have the media player open so I can watch it. But then, okay, I guess so. Simply Zulu says give your honest reviews, and Sharma says be natural. Um, I have the viewer screen open, and then I also have a browser open because when things are mentioned in Ramyan, I Google it to see what is it or do I understand something. I have to look stuff up, so sometimes I go back and forth because I'm something the character said that I'm watching. I then go over and I Google it to see like what is this, just to help me comprehend, help me to comprehend. I'm watching this, and one of the things that I'm really, I think probably when I first started watching Ramayan way back, over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, with episode one, I it seemed very strange to me. It was very foreign, and I don't mean that in the offensive sense. It's a different looking thing. You're looking at these things, and you're like, "What is this?" And you start to get to know the characters, and I think you see the backstory, you see them building up to it. But now, I switched from the newer Ramayan to the older one, and the older one is way better because the newer one didn't have really songs in it, and I think the older one is just much better acting, even though some of the special effects I think today would be laughable if you were to do something like that today. But I find it charming in it now. Um, yeah, people. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the comments and people are just saying it's okay. Give your opinions. Uh, about it. So that's good to know. So with Ramayan, as I get further and further into it, it's like I think I understand India more and more. And please accept my greetings, XYZ, XYZ. Well, of course, and we love you right back, XYZ. Um, Life Tech Videos, hello. I find myself becoming entrenched. Something has happened to me in watching Ramayan. And I, how do I say this? And I think that this is going to play into Dharma a little bit. And you guys can help me too with the idea of Dharma. Is this, and I see the comments building here, guys, and let me finish this thought and I'll go through the comments. We'll volley back and forth. How can I say this? I had a really bad childhood growing up, very abusive. Grew up in a bad part of town. Grew up in the ghettos. Grew up, as a minority, the white minority in all black neighborhoods. So certain things violence was thrusted upon me at a young age. And I've been an aggressive person. I have an aggressive personality. I'm a hard charger. I do a really good job at work. But if you don't know how to take me, some of my coworkers or even some of my bosses can be like, whoa, that's super aggressive. And it's almost a anger, a driving force of, just carrying on to war, if you will, a war mentality. If people bump into me and look at me a certain way, that there's a squaring up, there's a, you got a problem kind of attitude. And what I have found going through this, along with my own like Bible reading, is I find this aggression in me just kind of dropping and dropping and dropping. And now I find myself in a place of neutral. I find myself being in this place of neutral where instead of always being angry, always striving, always wanting something else, always working for something else, I am completely happy where I'm at. I am content. I am like, I feel in sync. I feel a connection instead of being isolated. So just hold that thought. Let's go through because these comments are building up here. Let's go ahead and start with these comments here. Neaton, hello. Aditi Pant, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. She says, hello, Professor. I love your Ramayan videos. I hope your Mahabharat reviews will be fun too. Just a tip on Mahabharat is highly political and practical. Do some reading books on it to understand. First of all, I didn't think your comment was offensive at all. I thought it was funny when you told me to suck it. And Maha will continue because I was going back and forth between Ramayan and Mahabharat. And Mahabharat is more difficult for me to understand because there's so many moving parts. With Ramayan, as you guys know, you're following Ram and Lakshman. And it's, you see the story of this in Sita, and you see them kind of progressing in a linear fashion to the events around them. Mahabharat, we start with a family over here, we stop. We go pick up another family over here, we stop. We come back over here and we stop, and it becomes confusing. I literally, and this will happen, and you will see this sometimes in my reviews as I'm watching this, is, as I said earlier in the video, I'll open up the media player and kind of put it to the side. I have my Google up. So as they say something that I'm not clear on, I can Google it and understand. And then I take all kinds of notes about what's going on, because you may see me looking down or doing something because I'm writing down a note so I don't forget to go back and look into this. And so Mahabharat was just this is going to be bad. So we just paused Mahabharat. We're going to pick these up when I'm done with Ramayan. And I think someone told me there's only 4 episodes left of it, I think. So hopefully we can get Ramayan, if that's the case, finished up by next week. And then we'll be into Mahabharat, a couple reviews a week with Penn Studio. And again, this was thanks to you guys, Penn Studio coming in and just being super cool and letting us use some footage. I can't show you the whole thing like I did before. I can only show you like 9 minutes of it, which is fine by me. We'll try to pick the best 9 minutes. So Harsh says, hello, I'm a student. Harsh, study hard. Study hard. We have a hello, sir. Jay Hin. Hi, Professor Ramayan shows us who we should complete our responsibility with Cam. Here's the thing that there's a couple things that I would say from Jay Hin to your comment here. Is hello Ashu is here's two characters that are interesting to me. Vidishbin, he's he's Ravana's younger brother, right? And he was constantly trying to counsel Ravana, like, listen, dude, you're not following Dharma. You're putting us all in jeopardy because you took another man's wife. It's not honorable what you're doing at all. It's not honorable at all. You shouldn't do it. How about you just give the wife back? And let's just ask Ram for forgiveness, and he'll probably do it. Just send her back with fanfare. What he was saying was absolutely true. Ravana's response to him is, you know what, you're a traitor, and I'm going to put you into exile. Maybe kill you, I don't know, but you're out. You're out of the palace. And so he kicks him out, and then he ends up in Ram's camp. And he is like, Ram says, once we win this war, we'll make you king. But he's looked at by the Indian people as a traitor. And that strikes me as really kind of like he did the right thing and he's trying to help the right cause. He's with the winning team. And yet he's thought of as a traitor. So I don't fully understand that. And then Indrajit, when I first saw him, I didn't like the character at all. I did not like him. I thought he was cocky and arrogant and a jerk, and I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait for him to get killed. I couldn't wait for him to get his. And we saw him in the battles, and dude, he was trying to kill them with the serpent arrow, with the different poison arrows, and Hanuman having to go get the mountaintop and bring it with the herbs and do all this stuff. He was very arrogant. But then he has this realization that Ram is really Vishnu, because if you guys remember, he says, okay, I thought I've killed these fools twice. Lakshman's back up. Okay, I'm really going to kill him. So he starts off with the Brahma arrow. And the Brahma arrow comes up to Lakshman and just like circles around him and leave. Okay, well let's get the Shiva arrow. The Shiva arrow is going to do him, and same thing. Okay, here comes the Vishnu arrow. You're really going to suck it now. And he sends the Vishnu disc to him, and it just kind of bows to him and turns around and leaves. And it's like he realizes, like, oh no, Ram and Lakshman, what we're doing is we're battling the gods. And he reports this back to his father. And Ravana just loses his mind. You're weak. You're talking like a woman. What the hell's wrong with you? And then instead of just saying, I'm not doing it, he still goes out and he fights. Even though he's going to die, he goes out and fights. And it was very honorable. And I was like, wow, dude, I had this guy completely wrong. Absolutely, completely wrong. And it was exciting. So I got the next episode. I downloaded the next episode, which is 72. And my guess is we're going to be leading into the money shot of Ravana and Ram battling over Sita. Okay, so let's see. Back to the comments here. Somebody's got, it looks like the YouTube monkeys. Whenever you get an error in YouTube, you get those YouTube monkeys. Pretty hilarious. Dilip says, I started watching with you every morning. I couldn't make it without it since my childhood. Thank you for making it. Well, you're welcome. And I could only imagine being a kid back in the day when these were coming on, man, I would be like, I gotta go watch this. I gotta go watch it because I find it really good, and especially because I think the storytelling is so strong, the acting is so good that the graphics obviously don't hold up, but they're still outstanding. I mean, it's still an outstanding thing to watch, right? It really is interesting to watch. Dr. Sunil says, hello, Professor. Hello. I am legend. Ramayan happened about 5000 BC. Here's the other thing, too, that comes up in my commentary is I refer to it as a story. I'm not saying it as this is a fairy tale story. I'm saying it as this is a story presented. Like if I were to watch something on George Washington, I would tell you, here's the story of George Washington and lay it forward. I am not saying that this is fake. I think Ram existed. I think he was a real person. I think you can find some historical evidence of that in other writings. You can find the bridge. We call it Adam's Bridge or Ram's Bridge, the Hanuman Bridge that was built between India and Lanka. Right, we see that. So I want to clear that up because that comes up a lot in the comments. People seem like I'm saying that this is completely fake and false, and I don't think that. I think you can make a case that Ram really existed. So I just wanted to address that. What else do we have? Do I believe in reincarnation? No, I have a Christian mindset, so my idea is after death there is heaven or hell. I think the closest thing to reincarnation that happens in Christianity is the return of the believers to earth in the millennial reign, which is a 1,000-year reign towards the end of time. That would be the closest thing to it. We love you, America. Well, America loves you too. Ram is a simple man. Krishna is a complex man. No, I haven't seen a lot of Krishna. I think in Mahabharata, where we left off, Krishna was born and he was put in hiding. But I would say Ram is a simple man. He is very, very peaceful. He's very peaceful. He's very wise. The counsel that he gives to Lakshman all the time is good counsel. It's wise. What else do we have? This is the power of Hindu scripture, sir. If you learn Krishna's character, you'll be a more calm person and a good human being. Hello, Professor. Your curiosity about India is more than Indian here in India. I hear that a lot too, and I don't know, man. I have no idea. I know when I talk to Indians here, Desis, and I talk to them about India and Indian things, a lot of times they seem surprised, like they seem surprised at the depth of what I'm talking about. Because I don't think that I don't think Americans typically care about Indian culture. Like if you were to move here, if you were to leave India and you were to move here, your neighbors next door probably wouldn't talk to you a lot about Indian culture. Maybe Indian food, but that's probably about it. That's my guess on the average American. Now it's a little different in the YouTube community because you see a whole lot of YouTube reaction channels and whatnot. It's very popular to tip in here because it's a huge audience. Let's see, what else do we got? Jay says, thank you for the reviews. I enjoy doing them. Hello, Hans. Shruti, you can watch Uttar Ramayan too. Now, I'm not sure what that is, Shruti. Is that with him having the child and going and leaving Sita in the woods and going back to the throne? Is that what that is? Good morning, Preeti. Hello. Himashan. Hello. Amar. Hello. I deserve 1 billion subscribers. Yes, I do. Go make it happen. Go tell everybody. One of the things that would happen, excuse me, I need to plug in the computer. It's getting ready to die. one of the things that has happened is, oh, I would say we've probably lost 200,000 subscribers since I started this channel. And a lot of it has to do with just being opinionated about the neighbors to the west, political things that happen. There are certain aspects of Bollywood that I don't like. Certain aspects that I do, and I think we tend to kind of go into the political a little bit more than other YouTubers do. You know, no, I would say Ivanka. What am I talking about? Ivanka Trump. No, I don't want to think about Ivanka. Carolina Goswami, will go a little political on her views, and which is fine. But I think I appreciate the 1 billion views. I subscribers. I appreciate that. So Shri Rag PG says, "Stop when Ram kills Ravana. There is more story in real Ramayan, but I don't know whether it is in the serial." Now, what I will tell you that I know about Ram and Ravana is if you take him out of this lifetime, I think Ravana was a gatekeeper for Vishnu, and they had some kind of falling out, and he was given a choice as judgment of you can either spend X amount of years away from me, which was really long, or I can kill you 3 times and then we'll be back. And I think he chose you killed me 3 times because I can't be that long away from you. Oh. XYZ, what did you say, man? Your message was retracted. Love from India. What else do we got here? Let me go ahead and try to catch up to the comments. Oh man, the comments, because you know what's weird on here is when you do this is the comments look like, oh, they're stopped, nobody's commenting, but that really isn't. It's kind of building up, and then all of a sudden they all just pop and go commenting. But that really isn't. It's kind of building up, and then all of a sudden they all just pop and go, and it's like, ooh. Hey, how many of you guys watched the boring review group? You guys seen that? That I was on with them, I think yesterday. I was on with them yesterday. Let me know what you thought of that down in the comments here. So Shruti is helping us out here. What is she saying here? Utter Ramayan is about what happened to Ram, Lakshman, Sita after Ram started ruling over. Okay, great, because then I think that's kind of the continuation of the story, really, of the account. And I know that there's a animated film that Indians do not like called Sita Sings the Blues. And it kind of deals with Sita in that time period of where she's left behind and in the woods kind of fending for herself. And I will go watch it. Well, what I'll do is I'll finish this. I'll go do Mahabharata, and then we'll come back to the second portion of it and kind of see how that can do. Now, for this other Ramayan, is that by a cigar also? If so, I hope so. I mean, because they don't seem to really care that I'm using their whole footage. I haven't heard anything or had a copyright issue with that at all. Professor, watch Praveen Mohan's videos. Yeah, I know who he is. I see him sometimes on TV in America, on like Ancient Aliens or something. And would you guys want me to do videos, like react to his stuff? Because I have in the past, but just nobody really seems to watch or care. Now, it could be that I've only done one here or there. And typically when you do reaction videos, you kind of got to take something and go, let's do it for a month to see what happens. Because you just do one here, it's like, who cares? But people then see like there's a whole string of them. Oh, Shruti says he makes the best videos. So yeah, I'll check it out then, and we'll do some videos and see what you guys think if you like them. Ravi, what do you got to say, Ravi? Ramayan is for idealists and Mahabharata is for realists. The Mahabharata has all the characters that you've come across your whole life. So you're saying like Mahabharata can be a type of how to deal with different people and what goes on there. And yeah, and I'm sure that, well, you could kind of see that already, the different characters. Hindustani, I think you've been with me since the beginning, you and Bulbasaur. I'm doing good, thank you. Let's see, other comments here? Other comments? So somebody else told me too, this Krishna by Sagar. And I may do that because Sagar, I don't have any kind of issues with copyright, which is really nice about it. Kinjal, hey, namaste, Kinjal. I hope all is well. I hope the little one's doing well. What time is it here in America? It is 5:12 a.m. Hello, everybody. Is that Sagar? Yes, it is from Sagar. Okay, so I'm trying to get the comments lined back up to where we left off. The comments started going crazy. Please react on Made in China virus. Professor, what do you say in the present Chinese confrontation, the border? Would U.S. stick with China for Indian or the Chinese-Indian border wars? China will back down, I think. I think they're afraid of India. Every time India confronts them, they back off. They move off of it pretty quickly. And U.S. is going to be taking action against China. Trump does not like China. Trump loves India. Trump is really upset about the coronavirus. And I think you'll see some kind of action. If a war were to break out, America would back India. They would. We would back India. What do I understand about Dharma? What do I understand about Dharma? Dharma to me seems to be what the universe wants you to be. Like there is a calling on everybody's life to do a certain thing, to be a certain way. It's not forced upon you. It's not thrust upon you. Maybe in some cases it is. But for the typical person, it is not. It is there calling to you, and it's like your job to figure it out. It's your job to unpack it, to find it, to find your Dharma, your true calling, what you're supposed to be doing. How accurate is that to Hindu scriptures? I don't know. If that would be like a good definition, would a professor teaching Hinduism give me an F for what I just said there? I don't know. But, there's a verse in the Bible that talks about it's to God's glory to hide the matter. It's to a king's glory to discover the matter. So there's an issue, a path of life for each of us that God has kind of impacted in the ground, and it's your job, the process of digging it out and becoming who you're supposed to be. I don't know, let's just pull up Google here and let's see what the actual definition of Dharma is. Google to okay, is a key concept. Yeah, okay. No, duh. It is a key concept of Hinduism. No, you don't say. The eternal inherent nature of reality regarded in Hinduism as a cosmic law, an underlying right behavior of social order. The nature of the reality regarded as a universal truth, taught by Buddha, the teaching of Buddhism, an aspect of truth and reality. What are examples of Dharma? It is our highest nature, right? Our highest nature. You go feed a hungry man with the sole intent of relieving his hunger. If it is Dharma, if you do the same act for the of others, it is adharma. is they give it a definition of it. Your true purpose. I mean, would you guys agree with that? With your true purpose? Because I have to tell you for myself that I said earlier in the video, a lot of anger and rage in me, dude. Just an angry dude, and I've come to a place of just calm, like a sheet of glass in my soul, just calm. See things differently, understand people differently, don't react the same, right? Um, let's see. Boring reviews are fake. You are real. I don't get the sense of that. I am legend. I am AO that they're fake. I don't get it. I've watched probably, I would say, 6 or 7 of their videos. I know the Vesser Bunch really liked them, and that's kind of how I found out about them, was through the Vesser Bunch. And yeah, I didn't get a sense of it, in time all things are revealed, I think. But right now I don't have a sense of that. People think I'm fake though. You understand that? We get comments all the time. You're the biggest fake, dude. You're so freaking fake, fakey, fake. Somebody says I watch porn reviews. Yeah, I enjoyed the guys, and I think it would be good. What I'd like to do is I'm trying to get with other YouTubers and give some content of some interesting things for you guys to talk about issues in India, film, whatever. So people are saying yes, it's from Sagar, referencing back to the Krishna. History TV 18. Oh, here come all the comments again, and I apologize because there are things that happen, and we talk and I think I'm at the end of the comments, and then all of a sudden it scrolls up and there's a bunch of comments. So forgive me as I stop talking and try to go back to find where we left off. And there's a lot of comments. That's good. Professor, I love you. I love you more. Let's see. Okay. Please stop eating meat products. All species have the right to live until they harm us. Well, I think for myself, I don't really eat beef anymore. For dinner last night, I had a bean and cheese burrito. Was my dinner. For breakfast, I had a cheese pizza. So, I mean, I don't eat a lot of meat. What else did I have? Some cereal. What about Mahabharat? Well, we're going to go back to Mahabharat, Vicus. We're going to go back to it once Ramayan is finished. It's just too much for my puny little white brain to keep up with. I am not well versed in this, as you all are, and I want to make sure that I understand what's going on. Shri Krishna by Sagar is good. You should watch it too. And I think I'm going to do that. I think that's going to be a good one to go to because I don't run into copyright issues with them. Shrigar PG react to the video of Sashi speaking about his book and why I am a Hindu. I'll check it out. I'll go check out that video. That's sure. That's no problem. Let's see what else we got here. React to Mahabharat. We're going to. Professor, I love you more. Why don't you review Mahabharat? Well, we have. I love the way you explain Dharma. Now, Dharma is like this video. So am I right in my explanation of Dharma? Because I really think what has happened to me in this process of doing YouTube and going through these videos is I started off as a different person, and having more contact with the subject matter of India has changed me. I see things differently. I don't covet. And covet means like, I want what you want. Oh, you got a new car? I want that new car. I don't covet anymore. I don't feel that way. I feel more at peace with my fellow man. I want to help people. And I try to help people, right? Did I explain it right, Neaton? Am I close? Do I have an understanding of it? I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you know 300 million year old bell was found in Virginia, which is exactly the same use as Hindus do on the Vishnu ride to the top? I don't know anything about that. I'll look it up because that could be an interesting video. I think the next video, I'm uploading one right now, and it's about the Chinese-India border and clash with Nepal and Tibet and whatnot. And then I got a video that I'm working on about the multiverse. Have you guys seen that the multiverse, like, secular scientists have found the multiverse? And it's just interesting because I've heard about it from Hinduism, right? I heard about it with Hinduism, with the multiverse. It's like, why do the Hindus always, secular science finds something like, wow, did you know this existed? And you're like, oh yeah, the Hindus are like, yeah, dude, we've known that for 4,000 years. Welcome to the party. A white dude, welcome to the party. I don't know what that is. It just cracks me up. I don't know. Sorry if I'm bored you with that, my little thing. Let's see. Oops. Ooh, the comments just jumped again. Let's see where we at. Let's see. When am I going to react to Mahabharat? When I'm done with Ramayan. Who is my favorite character in Ramayan? What is the current scenario of America? Okay, so let's start with my favorite character in Ramayan. If you were to ask me who am I most like in Ramayan, who am I most like? My personality, it's Lakshman. There's a part of me that was very quick to anger, to fight, to destroy, right? But I needed to calm that down. And that needed to calm down big time. So there's a part of me that was very much like that, very much like that. So I would say he's probably my favorite character, or I'm probably more like him. Ram's a good character. I really enjoy him. He's very, very even keel, very calm. So that's my favorite. I would say I'm most like Lakshman. My favorite character would be Ram. The current scenario of the United States, will Trump return? Yes, I think Trump will return. So Kinjal and her family are all doing good. That's good. Just spending more time in meditation, reading, and the regular. That's good. That's really good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad that you guys are doing okay. You're some of my favorite people that I see on YouTube. You're very kind and loving, and I enjoy that about you. Let's see. I'm just reading the comments, guys, so I'm not trying to be. Noise sound is also coming. What else could that sound be? I don't know. Sometimes I have the radio station up because there are things going on with the radio station that I have to check on. And sometimes I don't realize that it's playing. And it's like, but that's not it. I got my live stream YouTube page up about a video I just uploaded. I got to do the tags for, and my Gmail. And what else? What's on this other page? Let me just close a couple things out here and make sure that's not the problem. I think it's garbage. I really do. My browser is that I really like is Firefox. Let me just close a couple things out and see if that helps with the noise that you may be hearing, because I'm not showing anything on my end, but I just want to make sure, that is the case. All right, so I Am Legend. Pyramid was built 9 incarnations of Lord Vishnu. He was the architect. Dharma had multiple meanings in Sanskrit. Music lovers. When am I going to react to Mahabharat? Can you hear me, music lovers? Can you hear me? When Ramayana is done, I'm going to react to it. Oh, that will be next. I'm guessing I'll finish up the last of this first round of Ramayan next week, and then we'll start by the weekend. I'm guessing on Mahabharata. We'll pick it back up. Hindustani, certain Indian Oh, whoa, what's going on here? The page just jumped like crazy. Okay, let's see. Hold on a second, guys. Hindustani, the condition of Hindus is worse. Our constitution gives minorities more power. I agree. I agree completely with that. That's something that I don't agree with. I don't agree with it. I think you are a Hindu nation. What's wrong with saying it's a Hindu nation? Is anybody in the world surprised that India is filled with Hindus? I'm not. and let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. When you take all the religions in, Hindu's pretty mild. I can't think of any great Hindu warlords that went out and conquered in the name of Hinduism. I don't mean that as an insult, but there aren't like Hindu crusades. When's the last time, like, can you guys think in history where Hindus are like, let's just go in Afghanistan and kill everybody unless they convert to Hinduism? Yeah, I can't think of that. I don't, nothing comes to mind. So, yes. Kinjal, yes. True purpose, duty, righteousness. Yes. I agree with that. Hello, Professor Shubham. You've been very late lately, Shubham. Are you okay? What's going on, Shubham? Do you got a girlfriend now or something? You're very late to videos. You used to be number one in them all the time. It's like, as the professor, I see your grades slipping, Shubham. You used to be top of the class, and now it's like all of a sudden you're doing C work. You're just showing up willy-nilly. I'm teasing you, Shubham. You're fine. I don't know why you got late notification. I don't know. I don't know what happened to gamblers. It's like gamblers all of a sudden, Gambler Games, he got quarantined or something, man. Dude, it's like, okay, Hindustani's comments. Let's go ahead and get this. All right, Shubham. Even Thailand's national book is Ramayan, the same as Bangkok Airport. Yeah, I know that in Hindu. Somebody told me, and I don't know if it's true, that like if you take the royal line of Thailand, that it can be traced back to Ram. Is that true? I don't know if that's true or not. I've read that somewhere. Somebody told me that in a comment, and it stuck with me. Wow, the YouTube system in the comments has put Gambler Games, because he's spamming, has kind of hit all of his comments. Oh, okay. What are we gonna do with this guy? He is spamming. Let's go and put him in timeout because he's spamming. Do I believe in Dharma? Yes, I believe in Dharma. I may have a different aspect of my thoughts on it that a Hindu does, because I approach this from a Christian worldview. But yeah, the concept of Dharma, I think, is true. You find it in the Bible. This idea, what you guys call Dharma. I don't know what Christianity, if we actually have a term for it. But yes, I believe in Dharma. Let's see. I am so lucky and proud of myself because I take birth in the land where Lord Ram was born. Shubham. Well, congratulations. Send me some pictures of his temple. I want to see his temple. Where are Queen Aunt? Where's the warrior queen? She is sleeping right now. Very, very early in the morning for her. Love from Assam. Hey, what's up, Assam? Let's see. Trying to catch up on the comments here. What about Bharat? Are you talking about the character in Ramayan? He seems kind of whiny to me as a character. It's like, come on, dude. Stop being whiny. He almost screwed up Hanuman, bringing back the herbs, the Lakshman. I was pretty mad about that. Is that what you're referring to? All right, where are we at in comments? No, mic sound is good. Okay, maybe make sure everything. So it was the mic. You were hearing noise. Maybe you're hearing something in the mic. So I think, okay, good. We got that taken care of. What do I think of the nature of Mother Sita? Do I like Mother Sita's personality? I love Sita. She's a great character. I see aspects of Sita in the Warrior Queen. The Warrior Queen really loves me. I mean, like, truly loves me. And you see that in Sita. She's kind-hearted. She has virtue. You know, she's the kind of girl you would want to marry. Make a great wife, a great mother. And she's a great character. She's a great character. I do got to tell you though, and whenever they show her talking to that demon, I always just cringe, man, because that demon woman, I don't know if it's the makeup or what they did, but she's got to be like the ugliest woman I've ever seen. Poor lady. I'm sure she's great, but you look at her, you're just like, ooh, that's shallow on my part. I know. I'm sorry, guys. Bulbasaur. Hello, Bulbasaur. I think you've been with us since the beginning. I really do, Bulbasaur. It seems like you were around when I first started the channel. React before to Islam video from Nordic Professor channel. You will know Hindu history of Indonesia. He's a great professor like you. I'll check it out. Hey, Professor. What's up? What's up, Tiger Tage? What's up? China has lost its mind. I think China has lost its mind, because what is becoming evident is when this virus happened, they chose not to contain it because it was going to set their economy back 30% and everybody would just move up. And so they kind of let it out. Maybe everybody goes back and we can all stay even, which is kind of a crappy thing to do, you know. I'm nice. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see what else we got here. Just going through the comments here. See what else we got. Let's see. Are we caught up on comments? Okay. Okay, well, good. We got caught up on comments. That's good to see. Okay, comments are caught up. Sometimes they just kind of build up in a queue and they just dump out all over me. Well, very good. Professor, demons are not really ugly, just a depiction based on their character. Okay. Professor, once Afghanistan, Nepal, Thailand, Cambodia, Iran, Indonesia were all part of India named Akkad, Bharat. But wouldn't it be great if India just took all that land back? They should do that. You should do it. You should take all of that. So, guys, that was my thoughts on how's my state handling COVID. We're almost fully open right now, almost. And we didn't really fully shut down. Arizona didn't shut down at all, Bulbasaur, fully. I mean, certain things were. I took 2 months off of work just to stay home. Yeah, but everything seems to be going well in Arizona. It seems to be going well. Arizona is very hot, and so what I understand that heat will kill a lot of the virus. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. What else we have? I want to meet the Undertaker from WWE. He is from Texas. Have you guys watched that last ride of him? I don't know. Are international airports in U.S. taking international incoming passengers? I don't think they are. I don't know for sure, but I don't think they are. I love Assam, and I'm doing well. Assam, Nagaland, Vizag, areas that I want to visit and see. Yes, Undertaker is the GOAT. I love him. He is. He is. I just listened to a podcast with him. We aired a podcast yesterday, an interview, 2.5 hours with the Undertaker on darkskyradio.com. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Bill Simmons was actually the host, and he did a great job. I have to say, he did a really great job with it. In Arizona, he is a Republican. That's part of the reason why we haven't had the issues of other states. Republicans tend to be more on freedom. Tend to be. You can find exceptions to every rule. You give a rule, there's an exception, right? Well, guys, this has been a blast. I really have enjoyed this with you. No, I didn't talk to Undertaker. It was a taped interview that the radio station just ran. It wasn't me. It was Bill Simmons interviewed him about the last ride and being in wrestling and whatnot. Professor, I've given you many likes. Please do. I saw an email earlier today and of it, and I will. I will probably be next week when Tish and I sit down to do videos. Yes, I think Trump will be back as president. Do Americans really like Trump? 50-50. Half the country really does. Half the country can't stand him. Okay, I will. I will about international incoming passengers. We'll find out about it for you and put it in. My opinion on creepy Uncle Joe. He's. You said it right there. I wouldn't vote for him. I wouldn't vote for him. You want to take me to Taiwan, really? Are you part of the Ragu clan? Are you? Take me to Taiwan. Okay, guys. Well, thank you again so much for stopping by and hanging out. I really appreciate this. It was good to catch up with you guys, and I'm glad that I kind of am on the right path with Dharma, that I understand. And I hope you guys stay safe. And I'll be having, I think, is it episode 72? I think that's what it is. Let me check real quick here on episode 72. Is that what we got next? Yeah, 72. I'll have that up probably tomorrow sometime for you guys. I love you guys. You guys have been great, and you guys take care, okay?